With your CIGTV News Update, I'm Shanda Gallego in for Donna Bush. In our top story, today the Cayman Islands was the only foreign aircraft register in attendance at one of the largest aviation trade shows in the world recently. Held in Vegas, the Business Aviation Convention and Exhibition 2019 attracted more than 25,000 attendees and over 1,000 exhibitors over 3 days. The Cayman Islands booth was jointly staged by Civil Aviation Authority Cayman Islands, Island Air, and Cayman Enterprise City. The Department of Tourism and law firm Maple supplied general destination and legal materials targeted to the aviation-savvy audience. In addition to 1 million plus square feet of exhibition space, more than 100 aircraft were displayed at a static display at the Henderson Executive Airport. Civil Aviation Authority Deputy General Nicola McCoy explains the importance to the Cayman Islands of attending the convention and others like it around the world.
In terms of what we hope to get out of these exhibitions and we think is important for us, as one of the offshore jurisdictions offering aircraft registration primarily to the private and corporate aircraft registered globally, we find that it is a wonderful meeting place for potential as well as existing clientele. We do take our technical teams with us for airworthiness and flight operations because many times we get questions in regards to the operations of an aircraft on the registry. And you find that we'll get many inquiries coming out of these attendances year after year. We do attend the European Business Aviation Conference and Exhibition as well in Geneva, Switzerland in the spring, as well as the Asian ABACE, the Asian Business Aviation Conference and Exhibition in Shanghai, China annually as well.
Ms. McCoy notes that the Cayman Islands Aviation Register has been enhanced recently by a partnership with Cayman Enterprise City.
The Cayman Enterprise City partnership has been one that we've been excited about. We've become embedded with the maritime sector, so you now have a maritime and aviation city within Cayman Enterprise City, and our niche creation, I guess, with this marketplace is that we're reaching out to offshore commercial operators who could embed themselves in this Cayman Enterprise City zone, the special economic zone, and offer offshore commercial operations with aircraft registered in the Cayman Islands.
Each year, Civil Aviation works with local businesses to raffle a prize package at the convention. Sponsors this year included Cayman Airways Limited, the Grand Caymanian Resort, the Lobster Pot, and Rockies Diamonds. In other news, the International Scuba Diving Hall of Fame and the Cayman Islands Department of Tourism late last week announced the Hall of Fame's newest inductees. Handpicked by the organization's board of directors, the latest inductees include Tom Ingram, Jill Heinerth, Jim Gattaker, and Avi Klapfer. On September 25, 2020, the four will be formally inducted into the Hall of Fame at an official ceremony and dinner held on Grand Cayman. And be sure to stay tuned to CIGTV right after the newscast for the full length of the announcement. Established by the Cayman Islands Ministry of Tourism in 2000, the ISDHF celebrates dive industry leaders who have contributed to the success of recreational scuba diving worldwide through innovation and advancements made in the areas of dive tourism, equipment design, dive safety, in exploration, adventure, innovation, and more. In our final story, members of the public recently had an opportunity to find out more about the inner workings of the Health Services Authority's Radiology Department. During their tour, participants learned about their services and latest equipment, such as the cutting-edge 3D digital mammography machine that improves the early detection of breast cancer and provides a more comfortable experience for patients. Guests were also able to meet the specialists and support staff behind the scenes. The event was part of National Radiologic Technology Week, an annual celebration that calls attention to the important role medical imaging and radiation therapy professionals play in patient care and healthcare safety. We now turn to stories making news headlines at Radio Cayman. Events scheduled by the Family Resource Center throughout the rest of November will bring together boys and men in the community to celebrate this year's International Men's Day, themed Men Leading by Example. These include a men's workshop on November 23rd at A.L. Thompson's and a basketball tournament on November 30th at John Gray High School Gymnasium. For more information or to sign up, you can contact the FRC at 949-0006 or visit frc.ky. And you can go online to the Radio Cayman website and that of other media partner, the Cayman Compass, for more daily community news headlines. Finally, a look at today's forecast from the Cayman Islands National Weather Service. Cloudy skies along with light to moderate northerly winds and seas will continue across the Cayman area for the next 24 hours as a high-pressure system builds over the eastern U.S. Radar images are showing isolated showers over the Cayman area moving south. Tonight's forecast calls for cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers. Our temperatures will fall to the low 70s. Winds will be northerly at 5 to 10 knots and seas will be slight with wave heights of 1 to 3 feet. For a look at your forecast, you can go online to weather.gov.ky for the latest forecast, which can also be found on their Facebook page and on the Weather Radio dial. That's 107.9 FM. And remember, you can download the National Weather Services app to find the latest weather information at your fingertips. And that's the latest from us here at CIGTV Television. To see what's on our programming schedule, you can go online to gis.gov.ky and click on the publications icon at the bottom of the page. If you missed today's news update, check us out on our Facebook and YouTube channel. And of course, do not forget to tune into Radio Cayman's For the Record and Talk Today's shows, which are always packed full of exciting guests. I'm Shanda Gallego. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning and welcome. My name is Steve Broadbelt. I'm the chairman for the board of directors for the International Scuba Diving Hall of Fame. Today we're here at the Orlando Convention Center and we're here to reveal the inductees for the 2020 induction ceremony, which will be held on the island of Grand Cayman on September the 25th later this year, 2020. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our Executive Director, Mr. Leslie Leaney.
Thank you, Steve. Good morning, world, from the Orlando Convention Center here. It's our pleasure to introduce the 2020 inductees into the International Scuba Diving Hall of Fame, live from the Cayman Pavilion here at the Demas Show. Our first inductee comes from the Cocos Islands, Avi Kapler. Unfortunately, Avi isn't able to be with us here today. He's probably away diving somewhere. So the general manager of the Undersea Hunter, Alan, will receive for Avi's behalf. Alan.
Thank you very much. It's a huge honor. Avi is incredibly pleased with this. We're very, very happy for this. He's very excited to be getting this. And also I'd like to show his book, Costa Rica Blue, which came out last year. It's all about Costa Rica, but especially about Cocos Island, where we've been going for nearly 30 years now. And just thank you again. This is a huge honor. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Alan. I'm sure Avi will be thrilled wherever he is in the world diving. Our next inductee is one of the world's most famous female divers from Canada, Jill Heineth. Jill should normally be at the Women Divers Hall of Fame meeting this morning, and I know they're all logging on and looking at Facebook. Hopefully, we can hear you cheering, I'm sure. So please welcome Jill.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This is such an amazing honor for a young woman who did her professional diving career in the Cayman Islands a long time ago. This is really fantastic, and it's at a time in my life that's very meaningful. Just releasing my new book, Into the Planet, and a new documentary about climate change under thin ice. So thank you for this incredible honor, and I look forward to coming to the Cayman Islands to accept it.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Jill. Congratulations. Our next inductee also started his career up in Canada and is internationally known, certainly here at DEMA, but around the world, as the man that founded the Handicapped Scuba Association. Please welcome Jim Gallagher.
Jim.
It's been an astonishing journey for me because I started this because of my own disability and just grew and grew, and I gotta say the reason it grew is because of the dive industry. The minute I started it, I called all DEMA, and the manufacturers just gave me an equipment. I had a huge dive locker so I could teach. The diving professionals and the teaching end of things got involved with me, and we formed the HSA based on all of that. To be inducted into the International Scuba Divers Hall of Fame is a huge honor. History is extraordinarily important. Without history, it's hard to plan the future, or we don't even have a way of planning the future. Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Thank you, Jim. Gets quite a string of awards lately. Our last inductee will need no introduction to anyone that's bought a booth here at this show. Tom Ingram has been a mainstay in the diving industry internationally for many, many years. The man that doesn't need any introduction is going to be introduced. Tom Ingram.
Congratulations. Thank you very much, Steve. Thank you, Steve, and thank you, Leslie. It's a great honor for me to get into the International Scuba Diving Hall of Fame, and I'm very humbled. I don't think I deserve to be in with all these other fine people. But I will tell you that I'm very much looking forward to going to Cayman Islands in September and dive in one of my favorite places on Earth. So thank you so much, and I appreciate it. Steve, Leslie, thank you so much.
Congratulations, Tom.
Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you for all of you for appearing here today. I'll leave it to Steve to wrap up. Thank you.
Yeah, just a reminder to save the date. September the 25th, 2020 will be the induction ceremony at Grand Cayman. Please come down, attend the event, do some diving. We look forward to seeing you there. Thank you.
Did you know that planning permission is required for a shed? Did you know you should check with the department as a planning and permit application may be required? Did you know planning permission is required to clear land by mechanical means? You should check with the department as a planning and permit application may be required.
Oh, the welcome I've received to the Cayman Islands has been absolutely incredible. The old adage of Caymanian hospitality I've found in the workplace, both in Cayman Islands Fire Service, in Cayman Islands Government, and the residents as I've settled in and found a house to live in. So I've been over the moon actually, and I'm really feeling quite settled even though I've only been here 3 weeks. I really do want to provide a message around the deputies who have stepped up and taken on more responsibility since the last chief left in February 2018. I think they've done a smashing job with the senior management team, and it's a fantastic time to be joining Cayman Islands Fire Service with lots going on. We've gone through a procurement process and we're going to get some world-class fire trucks which will be delivered next year. There's also new personal protective equipment for all of our firefighting staff, bringing them up to date there. And we've got some state-of-the-art new breathing apparatus arriving in the service shortly, and some excellent new cutting gear that's battery operated and will really support our operations at road traffic collisions, which seem quite prevalent, and road safety will be a priority for the service. So from me, it's a huge thanks to Deputy Chief Elliott, Deputy Chief Charlton and Deputy Chief Ebanks, as well as the senior management teams for all that they've done in that intervening period before I've taken up my role as the Interim Fire Chief. Okay, so what I'm really hoping to do here is share my 30 years UK Fire and Rescue Service experience and really support the development of officers both at a senior level and throughout the fire service. I certainly believe in a workplace culture where we value people and we value their development, we succession plan, we talent spot, and we ensure that we have people with the appropriate qualifications and development so that they feel valued and they can add value to the organisation and take us forward through a period of transition as we aim to support the Deputy Governor's vision of a world-class civil service. My working style is that I'm a real people-focused leader. I believe that 85% of the budget is salary, and therefore if we can get the best out of the people, make them feel comfortable in the workplace, let them be themselves, then we'll have a successful organisation. I've been described as firm but fair. I think that's really important to understand because, you know, as well as my focus on people's development, I also will insist on safe systems of work. The operational arena is a dangerous arena, and therefore it's absolutely critical that crews are deployed and they maintain those safe systems of work to protect themselves and to protect the public that we do serve. Yeah, I guess people will be surprised to hear that as I move about there'll be plenty of opportunities to meet staff because I'll be a regular visit to stations both here and on the sister islands. That really supports my leadership style of people-centred leadership. But I guess that's an opportunity for me to cook. I'm a really keen cook. I was on the UK MasterChef programme in 2014, which is a really enjoyable yet scary experience because of the pressure. But yeah, really looking forward to doing some cooking for my staff and letting them taste a little bit of some of my recipes.
The Esterly-Tibbetts Highway 3-lane roundabout is ready for drivers. It's time to make sure you know how to use it. First, know which exit you need to take. Pay attention to lane arrows and signs. Make sure you use your signal to change lanes or exit the roundabout. To turn left, you always approach in the left-hand lane and indicate left. To drive straight ahead, you need to be looking out for signs and road markings indicating which lane to use. Get in one of the lanes marked with a straight-through arrow. If turning right, you must use the right-hand lane and indicate accordingly. To use the roundabout safely, remember these 3 tips. Know your exit, pick your lane, and signal to make your turn.
Did you know your mailing address details on your land register must be up to date in order to receive notices on new development which may impact you? Visit Lands and Survey Department to check your mailing address is correct. Did you know that walls, fences located along the road require planning permission no matter the height? You should check with the department as a planning and permit application may be required. Did Did you know that fences and walls within the high water setback require planning permission no matter the height? You should check with the department as a planning and permit application may be required.